Hi Seed to Soulers! I wanted to come to you today and share with you the reason why I'm with Young Living and how I was reminded big time of this week. I am just so grateful for this company. Obviously, our products are amazing, and I could go on and on and on about that all day. I could go on about the income opportunity, but the real reason why I'm part of this is the heart of this company. And so I want you to stick with me in this because it's so important that you hear this and how it can even apply to you. Sometimes I feel like we get lost in the big picture of things and don't realize that we have an opportunity at our fingertips to use this to further our reach as well. So if you're watching live, please drop a 1 in the comments. If you're watching the replay, just do #replay because I just want to have an opportunity to shout you out. And also, as you comment, it helps others to see this video as well. And I want to make sure that this gets across because it's so vitally important. So over the summer, we had our virtual convention, and during that, Young Living shared a new project that they created called the Project in You project. And what I love about this, sorry, you might hear my neighbors, they have dirt bikes and they're working on them right now. But what I love about this is that in the past, we have contributed to the Young Living Foundation, which partners with several nonprofit organizations around the globe and helps with stopping human trafficking. It helps with education, and it helps with enterprise services so that people can have a sustainable income. What is so cool about the Passion in You project is that it gives us an opportunity, regular people like you and me, to ask Young Living to partner with us to further our reach. So as soon as I heard about this at convention, I was like, I'm doing it. I am going to sign up. I'm going to be a Project in You ambassador because I want to help and just further our reach. So I work with our church, CCV, and we have a neighborhood group that we have in our home that meets every couple of weeks. It's a small group. I'd say we have, at the max 20 adults that are part of that and about 15 kids. But it's relatively small, and we get together and we have partnered in the past. Like last year, we did a couple of events with the Phoenix Rescue Mission, which is a nonprofit here that not only provides food for people in need, but also hygiene products and household items and toys at Christmas for kids so that they feel seen and loved. And they also have these amazing programs that pour into education. So education for kids, be it daycare services or after school activities. So while their parents are working, that these kids have a place to go. It also educates them on how to know their worth. It helps those that have gone through trauma or addiction with programs to get out of that and find healing. It helps plug them into Christian counseling. They also have jobs that are available and help people to learn how to interview and get back on their feet so that they can get a job, and it gets them into affordable housing and just so much. I mean, it's like a huge undertaking. But the unfortunate part is that nonprofits have been severely cut because of their funds have been cut because corporations have been closed down, and people that they've relied on for donations have lost jobs or had pay cuts. And so, budgets change, right? And so they have been underfunded. However, the needs have increased because of the pandemic. So many more people are in need. And so the need is greater. So what I love about the Passion in You project is that it's available now. Like it just started this year, and I feel like the timing is so perfect because it's so needed. And so what's cool is I went ahead and I'm a gold leader. In order to do a Passion in You project, that is for the maximum donation match that Young Living will do, which is up to $10,000. They will match for your fundraising efforts. I would need to be a platinum or have a platinum or above leader. Basically, stake their name on my application in support of what we're doing. And so I reached out to Danette Goodyear. And Danette is really high in our organization. So I know many of you know Becky Webb. She's our closest diamond. We have Myra Yarbrough. She's a Royal Crown Diamond. And Alyssa Francis, also Royal Crown Diamond. And then like a couple people above them is Danette Goodyear. And I had the honor of meeting Danette on the Alaskan cruise a few years ago, and just in passing, we connected instantly over the heart of Young Living with the Young Living Foundation, and she is the one that actually made me aware of Feed My Starving Children, which has become an organization that's so near and dear to my family's heart, and there is a Feed My Starving Children here in Phoenix, and so we've partnered with them and done some food packing. And now Feed My Starving Children, just this over the summer, again at convention, it was announced that they're our new partner. So that's really rad. So I knew when I was filling out this application that I was going to reach out to Danette, because her and I have already connected on such a deep level when it comes to this. I did not know that Danette is also part of the board of directors for the foundation, so it wasn't a way of getting a shoe-in, but now I just see why God put her on my heart. But I have been in contact with Young Living this week, and ugly cry, tears on our Zoom call as they shared with us that our application was selected and they're going to match our donation. So our hope drive for the Valley is one where we are collecting tangible goods, food, household hygiene products, new unwrapped toys for kids for Christmas. But on top of that, we're doing fundraising. And the fundraising specifically goes into these programs that I shared that Phoenix Rescue Mission has available. And so Young Living was just so touched by the way that the Phoenix Rescue Mission really pours into all of their pillars, and it's just a good match. And so they've approved our application, and I can't even tell you what that means to me. I mean, it's been such an answer to prayer to have them come alongside of us, like personal prayer. But as I think about how there are people praying right now that are in need, that are just like, God, I just need you to show up, and I just need help to get out of this. I just want my life back. That those prayers are getting answered through this as well. And I share this not to brag at all, but because if God has put something on your heart, I want to encourage you to go with it. Just go for it. Like, leave your fears at his feet and just say yes, and he is going to take over. And I just hope and pray that that encourages you so much. We were made for this moment. Like, I know it is so crazy that we're in a pandemic, and this is arguably the darkest season in most of our lifetimes. And to sit here and be like, why am I living in this era? Why couldn't I have lived in another time? Or, you were created for such a time as this. Like, God knows the gifts that you have. He's given you those gifts. He's given you those strengths. And you need to use them. Whatever that looks like. Maybe it's not the Passion in You project. I just want you to know that that's available to you. It was available to me. Like, I feel like I'm like this teeny tiny person in Young Living. And for them to say yes to someone like me, like, it just makes it so possible for everybody. So, it felt like a David and Goliath moment to submit that application and to even go to Danette. I was like shaking in my boots. I told my husband, I was like, I'm really scared to just reach out. Like, I just feel weird asking for somebody's help, which I know is so silly. And I know that was Satan just wreaking havoc on every insecurity that I have. But, he provided. And so just lay those fears at his feet, and he will take over, and slay that giant, and he's going to make it God-sized, and just trust in that. Like when you put your yes on the table, God just like takes over, and it's really incredible. So, the really cool part about this Hope Drive is that we started with just our little neighborhood group, and it inspired a community to rally with us in the last 2 events, and now we have 12 communities partnering with us across the valley. And if you're not part of Arizona, this probably won't mean anything to you, but from Surprise to Chandler, like that's like 2 hours difference. And we have 2 churches that have partnered with us, which is so rad. An entire school, another one may join in, and now Young Living, and several businesses. And I'm just like, oh my word, like this is so God-sized. And so I'm just humbled to be even a small part of it. But this is why I'm here. Like I have no doubt in my mind that this is exactly why. Like if for no other reason God brought Young Living into my life, it was for this moment. And I've just always been a part of this, not for the money. I hope you guys know that. I hope you can see that in my heart. Like I didn't join this for the paycheck. I joined it because I genuinely want to help people. And I know that you're all going through so much, and you have so much like sickness or heartache. Mental illness right now is just like such a big thing. And we have these products that can help us, that can bring us joy. The Joy Challenge starts tomorrow. I pray that you'll be part of that. It's just like such a gift to be able to come alongside of you and help with your individual things. And now like on an even grander scale of helping people in need that aren't even involved in Young Living, but that this platform has given me an opportunity to have a further reach. It's just incredible. And I hope that you guys see that. We have that same opportunity when we dollar up our orders, that it furthers the reach across the globe and just the impact that makes. And I know sometimes it's hard to feel that. But I hope like in moments like this that you see how much it helps. And, like just at our last event with the food drive that we did, one of the gentlemen that was helping to pick up the food from our house got teary-eyed when he saw all of the donations of food. You guys, it filled my dining room and my living room. It was crazy awesome. And he just like got teary-eyed and he said, you don't understand. Like I've been on the receiving end of these donations, and now I work here because of what they did for me when I needed it. And so I know how this is going to feel for people that are receiving it. And so, to think that Young Living is going to be a part of matching in such an incredible way just overwhelms me in the way that I feel like overwhelm is supposed to be. And I just had to come on here and share this with you because this is what you're part of. This would not be possible without you. When you purchase from Young Living, this is what you provide people. You provide people with hope and dignity and a life and a better opportunity. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. And I hope you see how full circle it is. So thank you for being part of our team. And just thank you for showing up. I would love to know how you're doing. And if there's any way that I can support you, please let me know. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. God bless.